Maybe the hardest part of your life isn't what people can see. It's the silent moments after you've made the same dua over and over again. It's the loneliness you carry without telling anyone, the financial burden you've learned to hide behind a smile, or the battle inside your heart that no one knows you're fighting. If you're walking through a difficult season today, remember this. Your test is not proof that Allah has left you. Sometimes the trial isn't about what disappears from your life. Sometimes it's about the decision you make after it does. Will your pain fill your heart with bitterness, or will it bring you closer to your Lord? Will hardship become the reason you drift away from Salah, or the reason your forehead touches the prayer mat more often than ever before? The very difficulty that weakens one person can become the reason another servant grows closer to Allah than they ever imagined. Perhaps you whispered, "Ya Allah, why is this happening to me?" Maybe Allah isn't asking you to understand every reason. Maybe He is asking you to trust Him, even when nothing around you makes sense. There are parts of His wisdom that our minds simply cannot see today. But Allah already sees the beginning, the middle, and the end of your story. What feels like a painful interruption today may one day become the greatest blessing you never expected. Allah reminds us in the Qur'an that He never burdens a soul beyond what it can bear. So when you feel like you cannot survive another day, remember, the one who created your heart knows exactly how much it can carry. This doesn't mean you won't feel exhausted. It doesn't mean you won't cry. It doesn't mean there won't be nights when your chest feels heavy. It simply means none of your pain is hidden from Allah. Every tear you've wiped away, every silent prayer, every act of patience, every moment you chose faith instead of giving up, Allah has seen it all. Sometimes the greatest test isn't suffering. It's waiting. Waiting for healing. Waiting for marriage. Waiting for rizq. Waiting for your parents, your spouse, or someone you love to change. Waiting for the door you prayed about to finally open. The hardest part is often not knowing when the waiting will end. But Allah never wastes the patience of His servants. Sometimes the waiting itself is preparing your heart for the blessing you've been asking for. Maybe this test wasn't sent to destroy you. Maybe it came to remove something that was quietly destroying you. A relationship that slowly pulled you away from Allah. A habit that stole your peace. An attachment that made your heart rely more on people than on its Creator. Sometimes Allah removes what you refuse to release because He loves you more than you understand. Don't judge Allah's love by how easy your life feels. The prophets were tested. The righteous were tested. The people Allah loved most faced hardships greater than many of us could imagine. Trials are not signs of rejection. Sometimes they are signs of preparation. Sometimes your darkest season becomes a place where your strongest faith is born. If you're tired, rest. But don't quit. If tears come, let them fall. But let them fall before Allah. Tell Him everything that's inside your heart. Raise your hands in dua, even if your voice trembles. Stand in salah, even if your concentration isn't perfect. Keep returning to Allah, even if you've had to return 1,000 times before. You never have to pretend to be strong before your Lord. He already knows your weakness, and He alone can replace it with strength. Perhaps one day, you'll look back at this season with tears of gratitude. You'll understand why the answer came later, why that door stayed closed, why someone walked away, why you had to cross that lonely valley. Until that day arrives, hold tightly to Allah. Don't let today's hardship convince you that your story is ending. Maybe you're simply living to the chapter where Allah is building a stronger version of your faith. If this is your season of testing, pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and remember, the one testing you is also the one carrying you through it. Allah has never taken His eyes off you. Your pain is known. Your patience is recorded. Your duas are heard. Keep moving forward. Even if today you can only take one small step, because by Allah's permission, a day will come when you'll stand on the other side of this trial, and you'll realize you were never walking alone. Allah was beside you in every tear, every sujood, every silent prayer, every moment you almost gave up, and every single time you chose to return to Him.